Welcome to Fat Pigeon Audio Reviews, where today we're in a shop. We're in Audio Lounge Leicester. And look, this is like the world premiere Devialet Mania, the first portable speaker from Devialet. This is the first portable Bluetooth speaker Devialet have made. Now, if you're a fan of the Devialet stuff, the Phantom 2s. I did a review on the Phantom 2, one of the first videos I put on this channel, and it blew my socks off. Super impressed. Had no idea who Devialet were. Now, if you do know who Devialet are, that's probably why you're watching this video. This will not disappoint over the Phantom 1s and the Phantom 2s. Same technology. And wow, this packs a punch. I absolutely love it. This, like I said, Christmas has come early. For me, for my family, because we will be purchasing one of these. I think I might get it for my wife. I've been having to play around with this for the last hour or so, figure out the buttons, all that sort of stuff. Again, I will go back to the sofa and we'll show you around it properly. In fact, let's just have a quick look now. Hope you don't mind. I'll have a quick look now. So here it is. Devialet Mania. Portable Bluetooth speaker. Also does AirPlay. So it's like wireless as well. But look how pretty. Even the box is pretty. Ooh. Like I said, there will be a sound test at the end of the video. We'll do a sound test. They've actually got a black version of this as well. But this is just, I wanted to give you a quick look around it whilst I'm here. Whilst I have the camera, not on the tripod. World exclusive. First Devialet portable. I can't believe it. So if you look here at the box, it's purple. If you look here, USB-C charging. That little toggle switch turns the mics on and off. So you can have Google Assist, things like that, use voice controls. So you can turn them on or off. Then you go further up, that button there, the circular button, that's the Devialet button. Now, if you hold that down, it actually displays the battery life in increments of little LED lights. Then you have your Bluetooth button, hold that down for 2 seconds, and it goes into pairing mode, so you connect to your phone or your tablet, and obviously your power button on the top there. And now if we just swoop around, we'll swoop around nicely. Oh, 3-inch little sub driver there, little woofer driver. Front and back for 360-degree sound. So then we'll panel on this side here. Nothing at the very bottom there, but obviously your plus and your minus for volume increments, and play pause on the tracks that you've selected within your Bluetooth phone. And there she is. Merry Christmas me. So, I know very little about this machine. Machine? Is it a machine? This device. I know very little about this device because there's nothing online. It's not been released yet. So I'm sort of very excited to get into this. Now, don't get me wrong. I have had a listen to this. We'll get into that. So to start with, let me just say, I want to apologise for my actual subscribers. Now, I've not put a video on for 2 or 3 weeks. And it's because I've actually been on holiday. I actually went away for a half-term break for the kids and stuff like that. And I was then ill straight after. I think it was the sea air that made me ill. Too much sea air. And I got a really bad cold. I say a cold, I got man flu. The worst kind of flu is man flu. And it put me in my bed for quite some time. Fevers, aches and pains. Anyway, but I'm better now. And here I am at Audio Lounge's showroom. Now, so I'm going to be putting more videos out. I'm feeling refreshed and I've had a bit of a rest. Not really a rest. I've had a fever and it's been horrible. But I am recharged and I want to get as many videos out as I can. And that's one of the reasons I'm here at Audio Lounge Leicester. Because if you can see all the goodies, well, you can't see it all, but we've got some Magnapan 0.7s, we've got some horn speakers, we've got valve amps, we've got all sorts of stuff in here at the moment. And I keep saying we, because I actually work here part-time now, which is great. So I've got access to all these goodies, like I say. It has got a bit of weight to it, it really has. For something of this size, it's weighty. It just feels really nice. It's actually, I can't hold it for too long. Let me do this. It's like a model pose. But it's, of course, I'm a model. I mean, that's my part-time job, but I only work here part-time. So it's got 3-inch driver, subwoofer. It's got a 3-inch woofer at the front. And it's got these 2 tweeters, or full-range tweeters, at the top here that fire out the sound. And then you've got 2 the other side. So you've got 2, one there, then your driver at the front there, as you can see. And that's what allows you to do 360 degrees of sound. Now, I've had a listen to this a few moments ago before I started the camera, and we'll get into the sound quality. So again, it fires out from here, there, and from the front with the driver. Same both sides. Now, it's got 2 microphones here. It's got a microphone there, and a microphone here, and a microphone here. So all the way around, same as the tweeters themselves. Now, what that microphone does is, like I said with the toggle switch earlier, if you turn that microphone off, you can't use your voice assist and voice commands, things like that, to tell it what to do on Spotify Connect, things like that. But it also has sort of a clever quality with these microphones. So if you were to put this in a corner or up against a wall, those microphones can sense what the sound's doing. It reflects backwards, and the microphones pick up on that, and they alter the sound accordingly to if it's in a corner or if it's against a wall. And it changes the effect of the sound. And it does so well. So when it's up against a wall, I mean, when you put it on the middle of a table, say, you've got this beautiful 360-degree sound. You walk all the way around it and the sound doesn't falter. It's actually 360 degrees, the same all the way around. Real clean, clear, very nice, precise sound coming from this. But then when you put it up against a wall, it sort of alters the bass and changes the tone of it a little bit because it realizes it doesn't need as much bass out the back. And then it sort of gives you this really wide sound stage up against the wall. So it turns off sort of the back speakers a little bit. Or it changes something. I honestly don't know what it does inside, but it throws this sound sideways. And it surprised me. It shocked me. So up against it, depending on what sort of music you like to listen to and what sort of room you have, what sort of environment that you're in. So when you pop this up against the wall, like I say, it just sits there. It's so nice. You can put it on charge, that sort of thing. I even think there's actually a dock coming out. Because if you look at the bottom here, it's actually got the copper rings there for a dock. So I'm pretty sure there's a dock coming soon for it. Or you may be able to buy it with it when it comes out. Again, I've got very little information on this, unfortunately, because it's not quite out yet. And I can't do any research myself to get any information. So I've literally measured the drivers. That's how I know it's a 3-inch driver. So also, like I say, with the up-firing tweeters, I don't know if they're full range or just a tweeter. I'm not entirely sure. It's not going to be a review video, this one. I just wanted to have a look at this. I'm going to do a sound test at the end of the video as well. But it's getting heavy. It is getting heavy now. I'm going to pop it back down here. So the Devialet Mania, a fantastic looking device. So this is the other one, the grey one. It's the same, obviously, just in grey. Depends on what you want. Now, what I need to do is I need to have a look into some more information. As soon as I get more information, I will add it to this video. I'll put some text up or something like that. Because I'd like to know if you bought 2 of these, can you have them as a stereo pair like you would with the Devialet Phantom 2s and the 1s? I wouldn't see why not, but I don't know. Let me pop this back. So when I set this up, got it out of the box a few moments ago, well, about an hour ago now. I've droned on a bit. And it was a very simple process. You hold down the Bluetooth button, the Bluetooth light flashes within the device itself. You then go into your phone and you connect to it. It's in pairing mode. Easy as that. Hold it down, comes on your phone, select it, you pair it, you're done. Play whatever you've got on your phone, all your streaming devices, things like that. It's also got AirPlay on it, so you can connect it to your actual network at home and use AirPlay from your iPad, things like that, iPhone. So as we said before, it's got a 10-hour battery life. I think it's very weighty. It's got a good battery in there. So this will last for 10 hours on your Bluetooth or on your AirPlay, listening to Spotify, your titles, whatever you got from your phone, like I said before. 10 hours! It's a long time. That's barbecue days in the summer, isn't it? Christmas with your Christmas songs and in the corner of the room. You know what I mean? Opening presents. 10 hours is great. The fact that a speaker of this size especially can produce a 10-hour battery life. And again, you've got that button on the side just to make sure that you have got enough charge. Or like I said before, again, I've said before, it's got the charging dock capabilities as well. It's got the little rings, the copper rings. So I'm pretty sure there's a charging dock, like I said, coming for this as well. Again, I do apologise, I've got very minimal information. But I just wanted to get the review out there, and I'm going to do a sound test on it because the sound, let's get into the sound. Like I said, I think I've covered everything else. The buttons are very simple. It's very self-explanatory. So when I first put this on the table, if you've seen my channel before, I love strings. I love guitars, acoustic guitars. I like violins. I like all the sort of strings, anything that comes with strings. I love the sound that they make, the strings that they make. And when you put a speaker on and it doesn't quite make the sound that you expect it to make with an acoustic, everyone's heard of a live acoustic guitar. I hear them all the time because my son plays guitar. It's fantastic. I love him practicing all the time. It's great. So I know what a guitar sounds like. And then when you put a speaker on, some speakers in the past that you put on, you think, this does not disappoint. The accuracy for strings, violins, guitars is very good. For a little speaker, it's very good. It's very clean. It's very clear. It's got this sort of room for capability, which obviously it's 360-degree speaker. Now, the bass, the bass is surprising from this. If you know Devialet, if you're watching this video, you know what Devialet is, and you know Devialet is good and bassy. And they get low, like the Phantom 2s, they get down to like 18 hertz. I think the ones get down to about 14 or 16 hertz. And they pack a punch. And this is no different. Don't get me wrong, it's not getting down to your 14 hertz or anything like that because it's battery powered. It hasn't got the power, it hasn't got the capabilities of it. But it's it's the same technology, like I said, with the backfiring drivers there. And they don't distort. I went super loud with this. And it just kept getting louder and filling the room. With this beautiful detail of sound and accuracy to the strings and things that I didn't sort of expect. I put kick drums through this, all sorts, a violin riff at the start, and then Japanese drums, things like that. And it coped with all of them. It didn't distort once. It wasn't too much for it. It was so nice, and it's shockingly jaw-dropping. What is that little speaker doing on the table? So then I thought to myself, I remembered the microphone thing. I thought, this is astonishingly good. Let's whack it against the wall, see how it copes. And it takes a second or two, and it changes that note. It changes that dynamics of the sound inside. DSP, with a digital processor, I think, inside there. And it just, obviously you lose your 360 degrees, but it sort of gained a bit more for me, personally. It gained that little bit of bass. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't overly bassy, but it sort of added to it because that driver was against the wall. And now it's sort of come alive more here, and it had more body and fluidity to the music, to the tracks that I was listening to. I'm looking over here because this is where I did it. I'll put it over here. And then it just throws this sound out. The width that you get from this is absolutely surprising. Now, it's a very small speaker, but you've got 2 meters either side of this that the sound's coming from. Maybe more in different scenarios in different sort of living rooms and living areas. But this up against the wall was like, what the you know what I mean? You don't, but I'm telling you. So, it was surprising. Timing, everything, the bass driver within inside, it's just, everything rolls together very nicely. The highs get high enough. They're not sibilant. They're just as they should be. The highs were super nice. And you hit the cymbal. Yeah, a big hi-hat cymbal. And then a bass drum afterwards and a kick drum. And you get the resonance and you get the sort of decay from the top, from a tiny speaker this is. This is from a Devialet. And you get this little bit of decay at the end of it that I didn't expect from this speaker. And the kick drums are keeping up with it, and the separation's there. You can tell that there's still got resonance off the cymbal, and the kick drums punching and impactful. And it was just a pleasant surprise. So this is never going to be a big full review. It was never going to be a 50-minute video, half an hour video. I just don't have the information at the moment of the technology that goes into this. So we've had a play with it. I absolutely love it. For its price point, it is very, very good. I know there's lots and lots of speakers out there, lots of Bluetooth speakers, lots of wireless speakers, but I'm always sort of drawn back to the Devialets because, like I said before, one of the first videos I made was on the Phantom 2, and that blew me away because I had never heard of Devialet before. I just started YouTube, and my God, did that fill the room with this beautiful sonic sort of listening that it just, and this does not surprise, this does not disappoint in any way. In fact, this has gone above and beyond my expectations, and I expected it to be good because of the Phantoms. Little woofers produce such good bass, and it's fast and punchy, and it gets low when you want it to get low in certain tracks, especially up against a wall. I liked it on the table. I did like it on the table because you get this spacious, airy, beautiful sounding clarity from instruments. And again, like I say, it's got good separation for this sort of wireless battery-powered speaker. But against the wall, it was just that little bit better for me. I think maybe because it gained a little room gain, maybe a little bass gain sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure. But what it altered within the speaker and it threw this sound out, it was just a bit more focused. Again, if you're outside, if you're having your dinner outside, it's summertime, you've just done the barbecue, you're all sitting around a table, plonk it in the middle, and oh my God, it'll be more than, it's just, everybody will hear the same thing. All around it, 360 degrees. There's no sweet spot, there's no dead spot, there's nothing. 360, clarity, detail, all the way around. But again, just try it. And if you just go and listen to them, come here and listen to it. What am I talking about? Come to Audio Lounge and listen to it. Because you will not be disappointed. Now, the price point of this is about £690. And like I said before, there's a lot of speakers out there, but they're not doing what this does, I don't think. I've not reviewed them all. Don't get me wrong. I've had to listen to a few. This is the one, this is going to be hard. This is Devialet. This is a Devialet speaker. If you've heard the Phantom 1s or the Phantom 2s, you know what this is going to sound like. You know it's going to be good. You know it's going to pack a punch, and it does not disappoint. And it does everything you want it to do. And it's just simple buttons. There's no messing. There's no faffing with sort of, this is through Bluetooth. I was listening to the Bluetooth as well. You get like your AirPlay through it. It will up the quality again. But Bluetooth was absolutely great. No dropouts, no signal problems. Easy peasy to connect to. No faffing. It literally, out of the box, it took me about 2 minutes to get this playing music, which I was blown away by as well. Functionality-wise, the buttons are all there for you. Again, when that dock comes, when you get that charging dock, just chuck it on a dock. Woohoo! I like the black. And I love this speaker. Now, I did a review. I don't know if you're subscribers of mine and you've seen my videos. I did a review of the Citation, the Harman Kardon Citation, which I thought was a 360 degree at the very start when I unboxed it, but it wasn't. It was just a front firing one. So this is, yes, it's a bit more money, but whoa, you're getting 360, you're getting Devialet technology, you're getting those drivers that are back to back. It's just very good, very good. I've said it before on my video, I love that little, oh my God, that surprise factor. Now, I've had people commenting and people asking me on my videos recently that I'd never say a bad word about anything. That, oh, you always say really good stuff about stuff. You're always so excited, which I am, because it's cool and it's fun and everything, Maggie's, horns, everything should be fun. This is a hobby after all, and I love this hobby. And it's now a career. So what I'm going to say to those people is, like I said, my mum always says to me when I was a child, even to this day, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So what I do is I don't put them on my channel. If I can't get excited about it and it's not shocked me, and it's not put a smile on my face, I don't review it. It doesn't do me any. It's wasting my time. It's wasting your time. I'm not going to put a horrible review and slag something off. It's just not who I am. I'm a positive person. I don't want to bring anybody down. I don't want to say negative things about anything. So I just don't review it. This is good. This is good. This was one of them smile on your face. Okay, yeah. If you've made it to the end of this video, hopefully you've got a smile on your face, and hopefully you're going to have a listen to one of these, wherever you are. If you're in the area, come here. And come see me on a Saturday. I'll give you a demo. Yeah, because I'm a salesman now, it seems. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video because, again, I haven't got much information. Just want to get there. I am going to put a sound test on.
Thank you.
Let's leave it there. Again, just a quick look video. When I've got more information, and if I can get two of them, if they do pair, I'll do a full review on a pair, a system, a stereo pair, which I think would be a fantastic little video to make and to have a little demo to. Then it would be worth getting two if you can hear the difference, things like that. So thank you so much for watching. Until the end, that one guy out there has made it to the end, and I thank you. I thank you very much. So, fingers crossed, hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.